Here we have some lovely looking marigolds. I've probably got too many in the pot. I'm not sure what that is, it's some sort of herb. But again, more marigolds. I just wanted to share the lovely tulips that I've been able to grow this year. All thanks to Lee's magic potion. That's what I'm going to call it. A mixture of chili, garlic and mint to deter mammals, because I think Mr. Badger was trying to eat my tulip bulbs, and the deers were coming along and chewing off the top of their heads. So all of my tulips have been eaten most years, but this year I've been able to keep them at bay by absolutely dousing them in chili. And here are some pansies. They're really pretty this year. They didn't come up last year, and I didn't know that they are actually they come up on the second year. I don't know about this, whether this is a weed or phlox. I actually got a bit of what we think is Christmas rose in there, some sort of cactus plant that I put in there. These, I think, are some sweet williams coming up. There we go. Sweet william. Could be another weed. Not too sure. That's a very sickly looking plant. I forget what it's called. Lovely acer. This is what's left of my chili garlic concoction. I just shove a whole garlic in there, clove, just one clove, some leaves of mint, and a couple of chilies are in there as well. And it is very potent. As you can see, I've had more tulips this year. One measly little black tulip, which I'm very pleased about. And there were some more tulips here, but since the rain, they've decided to die off. So yeah, got a lot of lovely plants on the go. Here are my pride and joy. Lovely little radishes. Don't know if you can see in there. Yep, a little radish in there. They're probably going to be really pathetic, but it's something edible in these strange times. I'm really sad that my dark basil hasn't come up. Again, I'm probably killing everything with too much water. And this coriander, but I don't think it's coriander, I think those are weeds. So I've planted some more coriander today. Over here are some delightful little hollyhocks. I'm really hoping that they come up, because I've got some hollyhocks that I started way back in September or December, and they haven't come up to much, and I'd really like some hollyhocks, but they're not so easy to grow in my garden. Here, a little succulent plant that fell off the main plant. It's actually doing quite well. I don't know what that is, I think it's oregano. Over here, snapdragons. I have a lot of snapdragons. For anyone who's a hopeless gardener like me, I have found that snapdragons and foxgloves, if you can get hold of the seeds, they multiply like mad. I had 2 other pots, they were absolutely full, really full of seedlings. This one's the one that was actually a failure. Over there, I think that's lobelia growing up. Forgotten what this one was. Petunias, I believe. Now here's some tomatoes, but they look a bit sad. They did get sun scalded, I believe. they're a bit unhappy in the greenhouse. I did cut off the tops of them, and then I know you're supposed to kind of pinch those out, but they're pathetic. I mean, look at them. They're just things that I grew from some seeds off some really nice big bushy plants that I had last year. I collected the seeds. There were some yellow tomatoes and red ones. No idea what breed they are, but I'm thinking they should be a little bit bigger. Again, that's some more marigolds. They've done really well. And over here, another thing that grows really well from seed, which I've found and multiplies a lot, is delphiniums. So hopefully I'm going to get a lot of delphiniums, because I had some lovely blue ones out the front. And they've actually come back the second year, which I wasn't expecting. Well, here are sweet peas that I've saved from seed. And the ones that I saved from my own seed, not much comes of it. About 3 little saplings. There should have been like 8 or 10 or maybe 12 in there, but never mind. That's just some ordinary basil. That has come up, and I planted the dark basil before I planted that. And these funky little fellas, they're called poached eggplant. It'd be really interesting to see what they look like when they come up, but again, not many in the pot, and I put in far more seeds. And over here is the crazy mint garden, because if you didn't know, mint grows like crazy. It's a weed, essentially. Very lovely weed, very tasty weed, but do keep it in a pot, because otherwise it will take over your garden and be impossible to get rid of. I mean, I think that was the one that they all came from, and it has massive roots on. Also, don't mix mints. My mum desperately wants me to mix up the mints, but apparently it gets rid of the flavour and taste. So that's the top garden. But yeah, I'm really pleased with my tulips. All thanks to a bit of chilli in a spray bottle to keep Mr. Badger and Mrs. Deer and Mr. Ratty away from my plants, because those 3 combined are destroying my garden. But yeah, let me know what you think of everything. The tomatoes are just so sad, and the radishes are probably too cramped. But let me know. I'd love to have some feedback.